if you're in the United States, every time you send money, you're being taxed.
The remittances. Yes, it's being taxed. Then most African economies are designed as though they're the 51st state of the US. Do you realize that? Okay, so you notice, I'll use Nigeria as the example because it's Nigeria that I tend to follow right now. So you find that majority of the business segments of Nigerian news channels are always waiting for the Fed Reserve's announcement on interest rates, CPI, all the indicators from the US. I sit down there and I'm almost like punching the screen that what has your economy got to do with that? But yeah, they'll tell you, oh yeah, because we look for foreign direct investment in dollars, we've got to keep track of what's happening in the US. No, you don't. You don't. Because if you look at the Nigerian economy, 3% formal sector, 97% informal. Within that 3%, you have the foreign direct investors and people who invest in the stock market. Everybody else they don't care about the dollar, or they shouldn't care about the dollar, other than the fact that when the dollar rate changes, it impacts on their purchases, which indirectly then impacts on inflation. So what am I saying? And this is the tagline that everybody needs to start working around with. Nigeria is not an interest rate economy. We're not a 51st state of the US. We're an exchange rate economy because it is the exchange rate that drives the inflation, not the interest rates. I mean, there's a statistic that says only, I can't even remember that statistic now, that says there's a particular number of people that don't even have up to 500,000 Naira in their bank accounts.
But explain to people what 500,000, because it sounds like a big number.
So 500,000 Naira
compared to the dollar.